Everyone's like, what is going on with the refs? And I'm like, I don't know. And you finding me $500 is not going to do.
This is the kind of response Caitlin Clark's fans had been waiting for all season. They wanted someone to stand up for her, and Sophie Cunningham did exactly that. But she didn't just defend Caitlin, she became the voice of frustrated fans across the league and a constant challenge for WNBA leadership. As the 2025 season unfolded, Sophie's patience with the league seemed to disappear. Every hard foul on Caitlin, every missed whistle, every controversial decision by officials only fueled her determination. Instead of backing down, she spoke louder. She questioned the referees, criticized the media, challenged former teammates, and even took aim at the league itself. No one was beyond criticism, and that's what makes this story so compelling. What started as a teammate standing up for another quickly turned into something much bigger. In this video, we'll follow Sophie's transformation from Caitlin Clark's fiercest protector into one of the WNBA's most outspoken personalities. If you enjoy this breakdown, don't forget to like the video and let us know your favorite Sophie Cunningham moment in the comments below.
Just the competitor that I am. I'm fierce, I'm sassy. I stick up for my teammates, stick up for myself, and so sometimes I think that's okay to be feisty and to be yourself.
Looking back, what Sophie said ended up being an understatement. When she arrived in Indiana, fans were excited because the Fever finally had someone who could bring the toughness the team had been missing. Many believed her competitive edge would help protect Caitlin Clark during the physical battles that had become a regular part of the season. But Sophie delivered more than grit and intensity. She quickly earned a reputation for standing by her teammates, and fans immediately noticed her genuine support for Caitlin. It wasn't just about words, it was about consistently having her teammates back whenever the moment called for it.
I mean, you know, she has changed our game in the best possible way in every way.
Looking back, what Sophie said ended up being an understatement. When she arrived in Indiana, fans were excited because the Fever finally had someone who could bring the toughness the team had been missing. Many believed her competitive edge would help protect Caitlin Clark during the physical battles that had become a regular part of the season. But Sophie delivered more than grit and intensity. She quickly earned a reputation for standing by her teammates, and fans immediately noticed her genuine support for Caitlin. It wasn't just about words, it was about consistently having her teammates back whenever the moment called for it.
Look, you go down into the trees and things happen, and Kiki Ariafin right there, it had an extra little shove, and she's just like, what I do? Well, you kind of grow up, and then Sophie Cunningham pops right up and has a lot to say.
That preseason incident was only a preview of what the rest of the season would bring. As the games became more physical, many Fever fans grew increasingly concerned about how often Caitlin Clark found herself on the receiving end of hard contact. Week after week, debates over officiating dominated headlines, with supporters arguing that too many plays went uncalled while the intensity on the court continued to rise. Eventually, the frustration reached a boiling point during the June 17th Commissioner's Cup matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun. A series of controversial plays involving Caitlin sparked immediate reactions from fans, players, and analysts alike. With emotions running high and tensions building throughout the game, Sophie Cunningham finally stepped in. Her response quickly became one of the season's most talked about moments, cementing her reputation as a teammate who wasn't afraid to stand up when she believed the situation had gone too far.
That's a flagrant foul. It's a hard foul. You could say it's a play on the ball, but
for many Fever fans, that moment felt like a turning point. After months of watching Caitlin Clark endure physical play, they saw Sophie Cunningham step in without hesitation, making it clear she was willing to defend her teammate. The incident immediately became one of the most discussed moments of the season and sparked debate across the basketball world. But it wasn't just what happened during the game that grabbed attention. In the days that followed, Sophie addressed the situation with reporters and suggested that her reaction wasn't about a single play or one particular game. Instead, she framed it as part of a larger concern about the physical nature of competition and the importance of teammates looking out for one another. From that point forward, she became known as one of the Fever's most outspoken and fearless competitors, both on the court and in front of the cameras.
During that, it was just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, you know, the star player of the WNBA. And so, at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do, and I'm a team player, so it's all good.
Sophie had spent months watching the conversation around Caitlin Clark from the outside. Once she became Caitlin's teammate, she experienced the intensity of it all firsthand: the physical play, the constant scrutiny, and the emotions surrounding every game. Before long, it was clear she wasn't going to stay silent. Time and again, Sophie showed.
They bring in Sophie Cunningham. I had no idea. Sophie Cunningham was a black belt at the age of 6.
yeah. Yep.
Boom! Wow. I love it.
For many fans, that moment completely changed how they viewed Sophie Cunningham. Her willingness to stand up for Caitlin Clark quickly made her one of the most talked about players in the league. Interest in Sophie surged almost overnight, with increased attention on her jersey, social media accounts, and public appearances. She embraced the spotlight with confidence, sharing posts that fans eagerly reacted to, and her online following grew rapidly. Messages of appreciation poured in from supporters who admired her loyalty and competitive spirit. At the same time, the attention also brought intense criticism. Some commentators questioned her actions during the altercation, while others defended her by pointing to the physical play that had led up to it. The debate spread across social media, and the WNBA eventually issued Sophie a fine for her role in the incident. Faced with growing scrutiny, Sophie could have chosen to stay quiet and let the controversy fade. Instead, she continued speaking her mind with the same confidence that had defined her all season. Every interview, every post, and every appearance reinforced her reputation as one of the league's most outspoken competitors. By the end of it all, Sophie Cunningham had become far more than a role player. She had become one of the WNBA's biggest storylines and one of its most closely watched personalities.
You have seen players in our league try to toughen up Caitlin. We call her Cece. For even when I wasn't on her team, I know the talks that Phoenix had in the locker room of no, we're gonna prove her, we're gonna show her what the W really is. You know what I mean? And I get it to a certain extent, and every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're gonna treat them. But there's just more for her. So it's her second year, and now being on her team and seeing it, I'm what are people doing? Actually, it's just too much, and it's just, I'm over it. And if I'm saying it's too much, then it's probably too much.
No, that's so fair.
That's fair, right?
Yeah.
As the season continued, Sophie Cunningham became increasingly outspoken, sharing opinions that regularly sparked conversation throughout the basketball world. In early July, she publicly questioned aspects of the WNBA's direction, adding her voice to debates that were already dividing fans and analysts. Before long, her comments and social media posts were generating headlines almost every week. One TikTok in particular drew widespread attention, quickly attracting over 1 million views as fans interpreted it as a playful jab at the league's officiating. While many supporters praised her sense of humor and willingness to speak openly, the league responded by issuing a fine. Rather than discouraging her, the attention seemed to strengthen her resolve. Just a couple of weeks later, Sophie expanded her platform by launching her podcast, Show Me Something. From its very first episode, she made it clear that she intended to have honest conversations about the game, share her perspective without hesitation, and discuss the biggest stories surrounding the WNBA. Her voice had grown far beyond the basketball court, making her one of the league's most influential and talked about personalities.
There's a couple players on their team that are just do a little bit extra stuff, chippy talking. You're a professional athlete, that's what happens, right?
And I feel like you see it more because people act like this towards Caitlin.
Yes, 1,000%. So in the first half, the refs didn't call. Someone should have been thrown out, and the refs did not call it.
Correct, I remember that.
They didn't, and so I was all right.
She got full body chested
by 3 people.
Yeah.
2 people, and they're oh, it's fine. I'm if that was anyone else, I would have been booted out of the game. I know that for sure. I'm a little sassy, but so are they.
Your leash is shorter though, because they know.
Literally, I don't even have a leash. I just have a freaking collar and a hand on it.
From the first episode, Sophie Cunningham didn't hold back. She openly defended Caitlin Clark, saying the physical play and constant cheap shots were centered around her. Sophie also criticized the officiating, arguing that the referees lost control during the Connecticut Sun game and that Marina Mabrey should have been ejected. Her comments quickly sparked another wave of debate across the WNBA. Then came another headline-making moment. Sophie didn't hold back, openly criticizing what she saw as unfair treatment of Caitlin Clark. Her comments weren't aimed at just one group. They challenged the league, the media, and anyone she believed had overlooked or dismissed.
Damn it.
No, I think that's from what I've seen in the media.
Yeah, what is the outside? The outside
the
view
discourse
of the W?
is why bully the person who is not 100% responsible, but has a huge role in growing your sport.
Dude, and it literally pisses me off when people are she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Sabrina? No.
No, there's really good, well-known people in our league. I'm not discrediting them. We have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league, or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as shit.
Yeah.
You're literally dumb as fuck.
And after that, she went straight for the refs. A direct, targeted attack, essentially daring the league to fine her.
And I get it, because if I was a ref, I know I would mess up all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that your job is easy, but when it is a simple call right in front of your face multiple times, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What call are you bugged out.
All of them.
Almost everything.
Like, it's just like they're just so inconsistent. Like, that's my thing. Like, if you're on the other team and you're going to be fouling the shit out of me,
yeah.
cool. But let me do it to
Didn't
you.
let you, yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
want
Like,
consistency then.
yeah, like just give. And I think that's players across the league and like new fans across the country. Like, everyone's like, what is going on with the refs? And I'm like, I don't know. And you finding me $500 is not going to do shit.
And on August 5th, Sophie revealed the league had hit her again, this time with a $1,500 fine.
We were talking about like our first week, what people had to say. Well, the WNBA fined me.
No! You got fined for episode 1?
Dude, they fined me $1,500. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is just the beginning. I was like, you're kidding. Oh,
Way.
I was like, I even told them, I even credited them that their job was hard. I did say that, and I said that I would not be good at it. I did say that. Like, look at the whole picture. What are we doing? Ugh.